Hello, everybody.
I'm not in the picture.
No, you're supposed to be here in time to test that.
Hi.
Well, now the banner is way off.
See, now you're not in the picture.
Well, me not being in the picture is fine.
I know, you don't like to be in the picture.
Sarah late, family issues. I feel like something. Microphone. Hey. Okay, so it's moving, so I know you all can hear us some, but hang on, let me see if I can fix that.
Oh, you forgot.
There. Hey, can you hear us better now?
Hey.
I have to remember to listen to that and see how that worked. I knew I had something unplugged over here, and I didn't know what or why. That answers it. Unfortunately, my laptop only has 2 USB ports, which means that my mouse has to disconnect. So I've got to get everything else ready and then disconnect my mouse to plug in the microphone. Really, really dumb in my opinion. I keep meaning to get a port, but I don't know how well it would work coming off a port anyway. So whenever Joetta's playing with her toys, done playing with her toys, we can maybe start doing books. The Power of Fantasy, August 2024. I have no idea what that is.
It's a new thing. We have a poster for it too.
It's a new thing, she said.
It's coming in August. See? New poster.
Coming from who? I have no idea. I do not see a publisher's name on there.
I don't know, but they gave us these little flyers to hand out.
Die and the Wicked,
Does it say?
plus the Divine Heavyweight Kieran. Oh, okay. Sorry. Die and the Wicked and the Divine Heavyweight Kieran Gillen teams with the visionary artist Caspar Vingegaard. The launch of the summer. The Power Fantasy. From Image Comics. There we go. Oh, it's right up there.
The big eye.
So, anyways, look for those in your bags.
DC Connect this week. IDW's catalog.
We need to pull that
And
vault tray our way a little bit.
Previews.
Why did we bag?
Boom
IDW?
has both sides. That's our copy. Of previews this week is Boom.
Boom.
They went all out
What is that?
this month. I mean,
Minor Arcana. Oh, that sounds actually pretty good. Jeff Lemire is moving his independent work over to Boom Studios, having left his exclusive with Image, I believe it was. And this will be his first ongoing since Sweet Tooth back in the day at DC, the good Vertigo.
okay, those are all ours.
These are all ours. Because we need catalogs.
You do need catalogs.
All right.
Catalogs are good.
So let's see if we can get this done before tomorrow.
Before tomorrow. Tomorrow. Hey, look, it's our first big whopper. What'd you call it?
Summer Blockbusters.
Summer Blockbuster. That's it.
We have a trailer for it whenever you're ready.
Okay, go ahead. Put the trailer on. Let's watch the trailer. Why not? Okay, so Absolute Power Ground Zero one shot from DC. The dominoes fall as the DC universe braces for the Absolute Power Blitzkrieg. The key to capturing metahuman powers on planet Earth will at last be unlocked. What in the world? Excuse me. Bridging the events of Batman, Superman, the House of Brainiac, and Suicide Squad Dream Team, This special oversized Ground Zero issue brings Waller's total dominance to the doorsteps of the world's finest heroes, using the combined might of Failsafe, Brainiac Queen, and the Suicide Squad to do it. Witness years of storytelling culminate, brought to you by Absolute Power series architect Mark Waid and the masterminds behind the Trinity of Evil, Chip Zdarsky, Nicole Maines, and Joshua Williamson.
Alrighty, so this book is a one-shot leading into the Absolute Power crossover coming up. Absolute Power itself is 4 issues after this one-shot, and there'll be several issues of the regular Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman books that are Absolute Power tie-ins. We have a fairly abundant amount of free copies of this one shot, thanks to DC Comics. So everybody that wants one can get one. If one isn't put in your bag, you want one, make sure you ask for one. Those are all stickered, of course. There are unstickered, nice and shiny collectible versions, plus all the variants that she showed you.
That cover.
Yeah, that's the cover that will get stickered. We'll also have...
This is, of course, Derek's favorite cover.
The shiny foil version. Except for the fact that it's full art, or however. Yeah, it is pretty much full art. Anyway, so I have read this. I have not been reading Batman, although I'm vaguely familiar with what's going on with Failsafe there. I've read the beginning of House of Brainiac in Superman titles. I've not read Suicide Squad Dream Team, but this book brings those storylines all together to focus on Amanda Waller's plan to rid the DC universe of the superheroes. And she darn well near gets close to doing it. So after reading this, I'm actually more looking forward to it than I thought I would be. This is a really good setup. So I was kind of surprised by that. You have a story focusing on each of the Trinity of Evil, taking them from their storylines into this. So I'm really curious. I'm curious for Joetta to read it and see what she thinks. It is obviously pure superheroes, but anyway, if that's your thing, I strongly recommend this. It's a good storyline. Next,
Neil Gaiman's Anansi Boys.
Okay, I can. New York Times bestselling author Neil Gaiman joins forces with Eisner-nominated Adora writer Mark Bernardin and Thief of Thieves co-creator Sean Martinborough to adapt Gaiman's Locus and British fantasy award-winning novel as a comic book series for the first time, and soon to be a television show on Amazon Prime. Fat Charlie Nancy leads a boring life as a boring Londoner until he discovers 2 things: that his recently deceased father was, in fact, Anansi the Spider, the trickster god of African folklore, and that he has a twin brother he's never met. Which kicks off a reality-spanning odyssey of sibling rivalry, jealous deities, and one poor soul who will realize what it means to be a god. The Nancy Boys sort of spins out of Neil Gaiman's American Gods stuff, with the gods, all the various pantheons of gods as human beings, essentially on Earth. I've read number one of this, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't read American Gods very much, or even watch
through. Yeah, we tried,
or even watch the TV show for that matter. But I really enjoyed the first issue of this, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. And we do have a short video from the writer.
Hey there, Comics Pro friends. My name is Mark Bernardin. I'm a comic book writer and a TV producer, and I do a bunch of, I'm a podcaster, blah, blah, blah. But I'm talking to you today because I'm so proud and so happy to be involved with the adaptation of the Nancy Boys for Dark Horse Comic Books. Neil Gaiman, of course, it's based on his novel, and he is as involved as he can be, given that he's running the fantasy universe that we live in. Sean Martinborough is on the art. Daniel Shaban is editing. It's coming out so incredibly well. I'm so incredibly proud of the work that we're doing that I can't wait to share it with you guys. The first issue drops, I believe it's June 28th. Is that right? No, June 26th. That's so close. 2024. And again, we could not be prouder of the work that the entire team is doing. So yeah, I hope you're as excited as I am, because I'm pretty excited. I know I can't tell, but it's gonna be awesome. Thanks. Bye.
All right. So, is that an on-air question, or is that
Nope.
something we'll talk about later? Oh, and first issue has a really awesome. Okay,
David Mack.
so here's the thing. Put that back up there. So every time a David Mack cover comes up, I say, and I'm pretty sure you can go back and watch these videos and verify this. I say, here's a really awesome David Mack cover. So the thing is, I really like David Mack's art. So because of that, all of them I think are really awesome covers. Now, I have to admit, as more and more of his covers are coming out, it seems like he's getting a bit more prolific in doing covers for folks. They seem to all look the same. So I have a bit of a pause because of that. Now, granted, there is the stylization of the spider tendrils on this one, whereas another book may be a swirl or something like that.
No, this is definitely a Nancy, which I love. I love the way he did that.
So I apologize.
He's a collager.
I apologize for saying that it's an amazing David Mack cover, but just to me, even though they do tend to get a bit repetitive sometimes, they are all really awesome to me.
Animal Pound. Animal Pound is on number 4.
Should Nancy Boys be the buy number 1, get number 2 free for this week?
I haven't read it yet. That was up to you. You read it. Yes?
I think so. I think that'll be it. I got to see what else. I don't remember now what else, but I think that's the best. Not the best number 1 this week, but anyway. Oh, actually, there's another really good option too. I won't get that. We'll get that at the absolute end of the alphabet.
That's Mateus Berga, and the unlockable one per store is the full art of Mateus Berga. Apparently, 2 species of the pound animals are going to gang up on the other to see if they can end his rule. We'll see. I haven't read it yet. I'm excited to find out what's going to happen.
Okay, now I'm really curious because I've read the first issue and I want to say either half or all of the second issue.
Nick Parra. Why is Armored?
Are the rabbits still around?
Yeah.
Okay. The bunnies were endangered once upon a time, so I wasn't sure if they made it or not.
I guess because it's trying to focus on the mouth and the kid at the same time.
Probably so, yeah. I really wanted to read the first issue of Armored, and I have not had a chance.
Army of Darkness is on issue number 9. 9.
Do we know why that's not sub only anymore?
Mm-mm.
Did we lose somebody?
Mm-hmm. Do stuff. Mm-hmm. Batman the Brave and the Bold is on issue number 14.
With Booster Gold.
And Francesco Mattina did the variant cover, which is actually very, very bright.
Yeah. We may not be seeing any more Francesco Mattina covers.
Right.
Because, and now he denies it, but he may have gotten busted for using AI, generative AI, to draw some upcoming covers. Well, what were going to be some upcoming covers.
Oh.
And he was called out by another artist who noticed it. For a long time, he's been accused of heavily borrowing.
1086.
Sorry,
No.
no.
Heavy borrowing.
Heavily borrowing other artists' artwork in his pieces.
Oh.
But he's weathered those storms. But this one may be the final straw. He's had 6 covers that he was doing for DC that have been pulled to be replaced by TBA at the moment. But the one that got him busted, it's a Superman image, and the S, apparently an issue with AI that a human wouldn't do, is that it duplicates things that may be unnoticed, really, and it duplicated the bottom of the S in his costume, in his logo, the Superman logo. There's the normal one that finishes off the S, then it happens again right below that. Which you obviously wouldn't draw that, so that's why he got the artist called him out for it. Like I said, DC has gone ahead and removed 6 covers that were going to be coming up, so they seem to have believed that is what happened. So anyway,
That's not good.
I didn't realize he'd been an artist,
Black Widow and Hawkeye.
published artist since 2008. I didn't realize he'd been around that long.
Number 4.
Number 4.
And it's the first of our Scotties for this week.
With Black Widow. What a shock.
Well, Mike could have said with Distillery because Blasphemous is back with issue number 3, I believe, of 3.
The next cover is really weird.
And it is a wraparound.
Oh, that's the
his
back of
covers
that.
are
Okay.
wraparounds.
That's
Her.
That is a
Her.
weird.
Is it Mirka? Yeah, it's Mirka. Her.
That is a weird back cover.
This is an interesting story. I really enjoy it.
I have not had the chance.
I mean, imagine if famous people were that way because they made pacts with the devil. I mean, if you want to be rich and famous, who do you go to?
Not Ghostbusters.
No, I didn't say you're going to call.
Plus, it's got really fun Merc and Awful covers and artwork. I have not read a Distillery book yet. I know, don't get me wrong, I haven't read all of them, but I have not read one yet that I don't like.
Blood and Fire.
Well, I'm glad you can
Number
make the title out.
2.
I'm like, I know there's a title up there, but I have no idea what that says.
This is a 3-issue micro series.
Other than the way the title gets covered up, I like the artwork.
And then it's time for Blood Hunt number 4.
The second of our summer blockbusters.
Yes. And speaking of blockbusters, we have the Red Band edition. Guys, the Red Band edition has been selling like hotcakes.
We managed, did we?
We did manage to get some.
So we got some extra this time. So hopefully, if any of you have been wanting to try the Red Band edition, and we've been, unfortunately, well, we and Marvel have been selling out. We have some extras this time. So hopefully some of y'all can give it a try.
And see what all the hubbub is about.
It's polybagged due to the extra gory artwork and stuff.
And story, apparently. The story is also.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah,
more...
the story has got some tweaks and twizzles.
Vision is the Fang variant for this issue. And Peach Momoko has done Doctor Strange. And then, of course, we have Tony Daniels.
We're charging at the camera.
Well, I think Blade is running and they're all chasing Blade.
Oh, that would make sense. Okay, yeah, that works for me.
Oh, and then Blade is fighting in Gabrielle Delato's 1 in 10.
This is the 1 in 10 wraparound cover. All of the 1 in 10s are going to wrap around.
Doesn't it actually looks like movie Blade.
It does. It really does look like Wesley Snipes.
Thank you, Wesley Snipes. I couldn't think of his name.
That's next time we sit down to watch old movies. We need to watch.
We do.
We need to watch Blade.
Continuing in Blood Hunt, we have the next tie-in, which is X-Men Magic.
You have to believe we are
Peach Momoko did a variant cover for this one as well. And Ivan Talavera did the, are you ready for this? It's called the Magic variant.
Oh, because she's on the cover. That is just wonderful editorial work there, folks.
Elena Casagrande's Stormbreaker features Star for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway. Continuing on, Ken Lashy did the A cover for Midnight Suns Blood Hunt number 2.
I feel like sometimes Marvel
Or what? Hey guys, we don't know what's going on.
or if you can even hear us.
Or if we're even still live. It says end stream, so it's saying that we're still live. Huh.
If you keep talking. And
I don't know what to say.
if people can hear us, and
hopefully people will tell us if we disappear.
okay, so maybe we're back.
Check your phone. Do you have your phone with you? I don't have my phone with me.
Yeah,
Oh yes, I do.
I don't
Here.
do that stuff on my phone. I don't know how to do this on my phone. If I'm trying to do it, I'm gonna do it on mine. You talk.
You talk about Midnight Suns. Okay. This is Declan Shavely.
When you get to it, we have magic we can read about.
Oh, okay. I already did that one, so we should read about it now. And Scotty Young for Midnight Suns. And guess who's on Midnight Suns? Scotty Young's cover.
Honestly, I can't see it right now, so I don't know who.
It's Blade,
Blade. That makes sense.
doesn't it?
Sometimes I actually do things that make sense.
Continuing in Bloodhunt, we also have Union Jack the Ripper,
I guess the only one that totally has not made sense
which is number 2. It's the only one.
was the
Yeah.
X-Men one.
It wasn't an X-Men book.
No,
No,
it was.
It was just
It was Jubilee, and they had
it was
what's her
a
face
Jubilee.
cover.
It was a, yeah. And Philip Tan did the variant cover for Union Jack.
I'm trying to see when that shows up there on the picture. Okay, there. Yeah, we do seem to still be live, so I'm going to go ahead and close this window and don't want to cause any whatever.
Anyway, so show the video of magic. I thought that's what you were going to find.
No, we don't have a video. We have words.
Oh, we have to read.
Yeah.
Okay.
So X-Men, I didn't realize this at first. X-Men, instead of doing a series like the others are doing 3 or 4 issue miniseries, X-Men has done a series of one-shots, this one featuring magic. After the fall of X, Ileana Rasputina has returned to her homeland to search her soul and steal it for what comes next. But how will she protect her first home when a vampire army descends on Russia, seeking to turn it into a living hell? She may have been forged in the fires of Limbo, but has it prepared her for the blood hunt?
Interesting.
I have not made the attempt to read any of the tie-ins and stuff, but I am enjoying the main Blood Hunt series.
Blood Squad 7 is on number 2. Did you read number 1?
I did, and I was very surprised by Blood Squad 7. So I think the art, the image did themselves a disservice by not being more clear as to what this book was going to be. So what it is a return to a team that possibly existed in the early days of the interconnected Image universe, back when everybody was in the same universe, and Wildcats and geez, why did I go blank all of a sudden? Wildcats and Spawn and Shadowhawk and Wetworks and Cyberforce were all in the same universe. But as you all may or may not know, Jim Lee, the owner and creator of Wildcats, after a time left Image and took his toys with him over to DC, which is where Wildcats is at now. So Wildcats now is not in that universe. So they have been sort of retconned out. And this team is a revisioning of what the Wildcats were and what they would be if they existed 30 years now? 30 years later. I really enjoyed number 1. I did not expect to. I didn't know what I was reading at first, but I really, really enjoyed number 1. I'll say it's got a bit of talking heads, but I'm a talking head comic person, so I enjoy dialogue and personal interaction and whatnot. But there is plenty of action and stuff, so I'm really curious to see where this book goes. I really recommend it.
Blue Book is on issue 5. Blue Book 1947 is on issue 5. Flavia Biondi is the cover.
That's a fun cover.
Yeah. Creature from the Black Lagoon is back.
I guess we're supposed to presume that, in spite of all the saucers sort of over his head and behind him, he is looking away from them and cannot see a one of them.
Issue 3 for this Universal Monsters book, Creature from the Black Lagoon.
I have not had a chance to read any of these, and I really need to. The Dracula series was really good.
Don't know why we capitalize the N, but anyway, Danny did the 1 in 10 incentive variant for Creature from the Black Lagoon. Daredevil is on number 10. And there's a Scotty Young cover because he's so cute. There's also a Pride Allies cover. Deliver Us from Evil which I'm assuming is what that says in Latin. But if I didn't know that this was deliver us from evil, because it says it up the side here, it'd be hard to figure out what
that is number 2, correct?
Yes.
And I just looked up and realized, oh, do I need a description of it?
No, but it'd be fun if you had a description of this, because look what's back.
It's been a long time.
A long time. And this is issue number 23. The Department of Truth.
The first issue was really, really good 2 years. Well, it's probably more like 3 years ago, and it actually came out 22 issues ago.
Well, you read more than one. You read a couple of them.
No.
Capitalize that one as well. Danny did number 1. Did the A cover for Deep Prog, which is not number 1. It is number 4 of 4. So that finishes off the Deep Prog. And this is the new number 1. I really don't think you should touch that. That's what she says.
Yeah.
It's Dungeons and Dimwits.
Number 1 from Dren Productions. A group of friends playing a tabletop role-playing game is sucked into the game and become their own characters by an NPC that was just too powerful. They find themselves in a fight for their very lives against an army far more powerful than their character's level. What could possibly go wrong?
She's a level 2 human warrior. Level 2. If you play D&D, you do not want to be sucked into the real world of Dungeons and Dragons.
If you're only a level 2, you may as well be an infant.
I love that.
Just that one?
Mm-hmm. Farrell's back with issue 4. Some fascinating stuff happens in this issue. I want to tell you all about it. You need to be reading this book.
You remember these people are listening, maybe on their phone or into the headphones, and you really shouldn't try to deafen them.
Okay.
That was high pitched. It hurt my ears.
I'm sorry. I apologize. You should be reading Farrell.
I need to get caught up.
I'm sorry.
Is that a dead person? No, they're wearing a mask. Is that a critter?
It's a critter.
Oh,
Can you see the whiskers?
No, where are their whiskers? Oh, okay. Now I see whiskers. Okay. It was actually the stripes in the eyes that made me think it was a critter. When the cat's away, don't think it's the mice that will play.
Flash.
He'll save every one of us.
It's Flash versus the Wall.
Guess what's coming out? Guess it has a comic book coming out that was in FOCs last week, I think.
Flash Gordon?
Yes.
Then you can say that.
Well, you didn't argue when I said it this time, so apparently I can say it this time too.
Just trying to ignore you. Look, there's a variant cover.
And evidently a countdown to absolute power.
He hasn't lost his power yet, apparently. Oh, there's more. There's another one. There's a Pride variant.
There's more. I love that cover. I mean, it is out there, but I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
It's dancing.
It's fabulous.
Hey, look, it's another number 1. It's Gatchaman from Mad Cave Studios.
The triumphant return of Gatchaman, the iconic Japanese animated franchise of a 5-member bird-themed superhero team. A mechanical terror has descended upon numerous cities, and the world's greatest scientists are disappearing. Our only hope, Science Ninja Team Gatchaman. As they battle these machinations from the international terrorist organization known as Galactor, their strength, willpower, and even vehicles are pushed to the absolute limit. If they fail, who's waiting in the wings to take their place? The first exciting issue in an ongoing series that expands upon the original anime series. And these are from Mad Cave Studios, by the way.
And this is also you can get your own bird-themed Gatchaman cover created. But there's more, because there's also Gatchaman Ken Death Watch.
Death Watch or match?
Match.
Death match. It's a one-shot. Ken goes undercover to infiltrate an underground gambling ring where martial artists from around the globe fight to the death. There, the winners are captured and brought to a secret Galactor recruiting base. If they refuse to join, the captives are dropped in the jungle and hunted as prey for Galactor's training program. Can anyone make it out alive? The first in a series of self-contained one-shots that each focus on a separate member of Science Ninja Team Gatchaman. I like that cover. That's a fun cover to me.
So which one's Ken? Is Ken the one in the back?
I think so, yes. I don't know.
We need to go watch some Gatchaman tonight so we can talk about it. G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, number 307. And Andy Cooper did the black and white. It's a nice black and white cover. It's nice. It's time for our facsimile of the evening. Facsimile of the week. We should get a thingy that says that. Facsimile of the week. It's Godzilla, King of Monsters, number 1.
What I did not
from
realize
1977.
What I did not realize about the Marvel Godzilla series, I didn't realize it was actually set in the Marvel universe. Apparently, Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D. are in this issue.
Mm.
I was completely unaware
There's
of that.
also a foil of the facsimile.
Yes, very nice.
But there's not just one Godzilla this week. There's two, because there's Godzilla Here There Be Dragons 2, Sons of Giants. And the variant cover is by Gavin Smith. But no, there's not just 2. There's 3, because there's Godzilla versus the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 3.
So there wasn't a new Godzilla this week.
No, it was. I just showed it to you.
You said number 2.
No, it's number 1. I did not say number 2. It's Here There Be Dragons 2, Sons of Giants.
So it's everything that Here There Be Giants 1 was, but with
Sons of Giants.
Sons of Giants. Anyway, sorry, Here There Be Dragons. It's everything that Sons of Dragons was, but with giants. Sorry, I didn't. Okay.
We don't have a description for that book because he didn't realize there was a
Even
new
Alex would
Godzilla.
say there's too many Godzilla books.
No, I don't think so. But you know, while we're on Godzilla, let's just go ahead and show these because this is really fun. We have 2 new playmats. I'm trying to get it up close to this camera so you can see it. It's Mechagodzilla. And playmats make great art, by the way. You don't just have to have just to be a gamer. They make great art. And then there's Godzilla. Fire.
You can use them as place
Lightning
settings.
Godzilla.
As place settings for when you're for your dinner table.
You can, yes. Oh wait, there's another Godzilla book. See, I wasn't done with Godzilla. 1 in 10. Excuse me. Maybe we should have said the countdown to absolute power because this Green Arrow is also a countdown to absolute power. So I'm assuming the superheroes are losing their powers in these stories. Anyway, this is Tirso Khan's.
That is a really nice cover.
And this is A.L. Kaplan's DC Pride.
That other one was a really nice cover, although I like the stained glass.
Grimm is back with issue number 18.
Is that a girl?
Yes, I think. Ponytail? I think. No.
Sexist much?
Skylar Patridge.
Guys can wear ponytails.
I said I think.
Guys can wear ponytails. You can't base anybody on
You
that.
can't, but I think. Anyway, Grommets.
I have not had a chance to read
Also
one.
issue number 2. Harley Quinn is on issue number 41. There's a sweet cover right there.
That is very, very nice. Who's that by?
Ask me crazy questions. That's Lyrics. And this is Francavilla. And then Scott Forbes did the DC Pride cover.
Also very fun.
Helverine is back with issue number 2. We have a Tony Daniel cover.
I like the homage of this one here.
And Elena Casagrande's Stormbreakers variant. It's actually Helverine. I don't understand why. I don't know. Jackpot and Black Cat is on issue number 4. Hey, you'll like this.
What's that?
Jackpot is the big Marvel.
Yep. Except for the one, they've done pretty good. I give them that.
And then this is the Pride Allies variant.
Are we sure about that?
I didn't do it. You're saying.
Who? Oh, that's them. Okay, never mind. I tried to ask you who the two of them were, but they're both Jackpot and Black Cat.
Who?
On the Allies.
There's 3 people on the Allies.
Oh, this is the Allies. Okay, well, who's she then?
Is that Valkyrie? I don't know.
Probably, yeah.
Judge Jed.
Judge?
Judge Dredd. Isn't that not what I said?
No, I'm 99% sure you said Judge Jed.
Judge Dredd.
He's the
Magazine.
He's the hillbilly judge out there to whoop them varmints.
Farewell, my ugly. And then Devlin Waugh is back and a killer is closing in. We have 2 issues of Judge Dredd Night magazine.
Or Judge Jed.
Judge Dredd is what I said.
I really
Shut up.
I can go back. I can.
Hey, look,
pull the other
it's time for
browser open.
giant-sized little marbles.
A book unto themselves. They're amazing. They're uncanny. They're incredible, and they're also adorable. These pint-sized versions of your favorite Marvel heroes and villains of the Marvel Universe find themselves on giant-sized adventures from Scotty Young and Dax Gordine.
Aren't they cute?
That is a really fun cover. A long time ago, a new artist by the name of Scotty Young showed up on some Marvel books, and his artwork was atrocious for superhero books. God awful. I'm sorry. It was, and it still is. Scotty Young is not a superhero artist, but he is phenomenal at the little Marvels. I mean, that stuff is. I wish he need either Marvel needs to get tired of him, or he needs to get tired of Marvel. I want to see him do DC stuff. I want to see them. I need a Scotty Young Harley Quinn in my life. Damn it, it's not too much to ask for. But
You gonna read?
No, I'm going to continue talking. He started doing the Marvel adaptations of the Wizard of Oz books, which was perfect for his style of artwork. So I am really glad that he has gone on from there to find stuff that is good for his art style. Because a mainstream superhero book, it is not. Think about it. You don't want your Avengers looking like that. So anyways, Monster Fun, Monstrous Manic Movies Special from Rebellion 2000 AD. Yes, this is imported from the other side of the pond, as they say. Frights, camera, action. Welcome to an issue full of celluloid scares in our Filmtastic Manic Movies issue. Nan's past on the silver screen comes back to haunt her in Kid Kong. Drudge makes a superhero movie with the help of the Mildew Manor household in Frankencritter. A leading shark needs good teeth and gums. A scary movie comes to life in Martha's monster makeup. Rex faces off against demon foxes in the 3rd episode of Rex Power. While with Agent Daffodil hot on her heels, Peaches finds the vampire cats of Budapest in Peaches Creatures.
Vengeance of the Moon Knight, number 6. Part of Blood Hunt. And there's a Scotty Young Moon Knight. Love it. CFV is Stormbreaker variant. And they just needed a Stormbreaker cover to put it on, I guess. Knights. Knights is on issue 8. And then we come part of the road to resurgence of the Valiant universe. We have Ninjak versus Roku. It's a 4-issue miniseries from Valiant Comics.
Ninjak's fighting the thing we watch TV on?
Yes. Oh. The line between ally and foe blurs as these 2 extraordinary warriors clash in a battle that will redefine the very essence of danger. Ninjak's latest mission catapults him into a face-off with the lethal and enigmatic Roku. In a pulse-pounding race against time, Ninjak finds himself at odds with his formidable adversary, both vying for the same coveted prize. Dun, dun, dun.
And thank you for the like, whoever's watching right now. You know, that's something we don't ever say. And we're like, you're supposed to say all the time. No, not thank you. Well, yes, thank you. But we're supposed to say, remember to like and share. Yeah, all that stuff.
I try to say it. You said you didn't want to worry about it.
I never have. But we should say it.
I have said it. But anyway. No one No one's on what issue? I don't know. 9. 9.
Part of
I'm
the
behind on that.
Masterverse.
Way behind on that. Nottingham is on issue number 13. And there is a black and white by Sean Connery Volk.
By who?
Sean Connery Volk.
Shane Connery Volk.
Sorry.
Even still, up close to Sean Connery. Sounds like it's like his stepson or something.
Sorry. Niobe Outbreak. A new number 1 from Antarctic Press of a 5-issue miniseries. You have to move the thing because I can't see. It just says bold, bad girl action.
Serious social issues. A new virus has emerged, one that has the ability to create new variants of the superpowered beings known as genomes. This complex situation just adds to the fire of protest surrounding genomes in the face of oppression. Niobe is thrust into the mix as she questions if she is on the right side.
Ooh, no.
I don't know, but I mean, if you're questioning your life decisions, maybe question wearing more clothes. I'm just saying, it's hard
It's
to
her
superhero
cover
when you're
photo.
naked. Oh, okay. So she was posing for a cover. I
Yes.
gotcha.
Tell me that's not a pose.
That's true.
Penguin is on issue number 11. Hey, it's Poot versus Bambi number 3. Guess who she's supposed to be?
That is a really fun cover. There was a naughty version of that too that we didn't order.
She's just painting herself with no bikini on.
Yes.
Power Girl number 10. And Dave Johnson did the variant cover.
This is a House of Brainiac tie-in, is it not? Does it say that? Yes, House of Brainiac tie-in.
Which is apparently also part of the road to absolute power.
Exactly.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is on issue number 121.
So I don't remember who. This is not one of the ones replaced that they replaced Matina, but this also was a replacement cover for some AI-aided artwork, but from a different artist. That's a nice cover, though. I really like that cover.
Okay. Johnny? I don't know. Montez.
Oh, G-O-N-N-I?
G-O-N-I.
Oh, I would go Donnie.
It's an interesting, like, paw helmet, an animal-shaped helmet. We now have animal Power Rangers? I did not know. I have not been paying attention with the Power
Why
Ranger
is that?
universe. Didn't get sealed. Primer! Issue number 4 of the 4-issue miniseries.
So, this...
Which was a graphic novel that they made it into a...
Right, and now there's a sequel to this coming out, which apparently was also a graphic novel first. However, after that, later in the year, there is a brand new primer story coming out in comic form for the first time. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Principles of Necromancy, number 3.
All I can say is this book has had some really interesting covers. I have not had a chance to read it yet.
Well, talk about interesting covers.
Like I said, really interesting covers.
Is that how you fix the necromancy thing? Like you bring a skull back to life and then you just sew the skin on them?
Could be.
Okay.
How do you know that skull didn't belong inside that skin already?
Because it's 2 different skins.
Oh, it is. You're right. Didn't miss the hair.
This is Ray, right?
I've always said Rye.
Ray. The Book of the Dark.
I don't know what the right answer
This
is.
is also part of the Road of the Resurgence to the Valiant Universe. And this is Salvador Sans.
Number 2, correct?
Yes. Rare Flavors is on issue 6 of the 6-issue series. Redcoat is on issue 3.
You need to read number 2 and 3 now that it's out.
And this is the A cover that somehow got in the wrong order, but I'm trying to figure out how I put it together. It goes this way. It's a wraparound. Can you see it? Yeah. So there's the A cover. Nope. There's the A cover. That's the back of the A cover. Rick and Morty Kingdom Balls. It's issue what? I don't know. Something.
3.
Robot and Girl is on issue number 2. This was a really cute story. I didn't realize one of these was not for me. It needs to be. One of these is mine. Maybe this one, I think. This is Mike White. He's so cute. It's a cute story.
Is it? I didn't get a chance to read it yet.
Me too.
So that much worse?
Rook Exodus. Also on issue 3.
Have you read that yet?
I have. I've enjoyed it.
I
This
told
is
you would.
J. Fabak and B. Anderson. I haven't read number 3, but I've read 1 and 2.
I like those covers.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The Sacrificers. Issue number 9.
Oh, I need to get really caught up.
You really do. You need to read them.
I think I've got them to like 5 or 6.
Sanction is issue number 2 of the 5-issue miniseries.
It's a pamphlet.
And then it's time for the new number 1 from Image Comics called Self-Help.
Oh, me? Down on his luck rideshare driver, Jerry Hauser's existence is a bleak one. Especially because every fare he picks up tells him how much he looks like uber-successful self-help guru Darren Hart. But after a twist of fate, Jerry is given the chance of a lifetime, which, if he's not careful, may well end his lifetime. So begins this California noir, a rollicking and gleeful, lurid pulp crime story for our time.
I found another one that Derek missed. That's right. The Smurfs Olympic Special.
I think we can pretty much presume.
I mean, are they in the Olympics? Are they visiting the Olympics? I assume from the cover they are running the Olympics, but is it a Smurf Olympics or is it?
I'm pretty sure it's the Smurf Olympics. I don't think they're in the real Olympics. They're tiny. They would get run over.
Hey, something's killing the children.
The poop in the Seine would.
Something
would
is
sink them.
still killing the children, y'all. 38 issues later, something is still killing the children.
But there are still children out there plaguing the world.
Jenny Frison, full art. Werther Deladier's 5-year foil stamped anniversary variant. And Sanford Green did a full art cover. Oh, it's green.
Hard to believe there have been 5 years that something's killing the children.
Jenny Frison, also the full art is the 1 in 25 close up of the saw chainsaw there. Werther Deladier's A cover is the unlockable. And Sanford Green, well, now this says Werther Deladier. That's the store appreciation thank you variant, black and white. Y'all, the reason it's still on number 38 is because it's an awesome, awesome, awesome story.
It is.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Spring Broken.
And we saw an interview that you can see on YouTube with James Tynion. He intends on going 100 issues. Isn't that what he said?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep.
Okay, it was Sanford Green over here, so probably Sanford Green over there too.
That's what I said. Spring Broken. Is it a one shot? Yes, a one shot of Sonic the Hedgehog. And Adam Bryce Thomas did the variant cover.
In which Sonic-y things happen. That's the description.
Sonic-y things happen?
Mm-hmm.
At a high rate of speed?
Yes. As fast as Sonic runs.
King Spawn.
King Spawn.
Issue number 35.
King Spawn. When he was a young.
Is he wearing a crown or is it just like fire flames over his head that make it look like a crown?
I think there it's flames.
Well, continuing in the Spawn universe, Rat City is on issue 3. Ooh. And Kevin Keane did the variant cover there.
Yeah, I wanted to remember to mention to you when we're done that we need to turn the AC up. It's no longer gaming weekend in here.
Well, the fans getting turned off would be a good idea. We need to remember to tell our gamers to turn the fans off before they leave. Spectrograph. This is a creepy book. Creepy.
Number 1 was phenomenal. I'm really looking forward to reading number 2.
This is number 2, and it is a wraparound, just like all the distillery books. It gives it a very spooky look.
Number 1 was so super good, folks.
There's the variant cover by Joshua Hickson. And here is the wraparound picture. And here is the cover by Jay Lee and Jun Jung, which again is a wraparound. And the 1 in 10. I don't know if it's wraparound or not. It's Alex Ekman Lawn. And then we have Spectrum, The Worlds of Jerry Anderson from Time Bomb Comics. Spectrum is a perfect bound, full-color anthology presenting 3 cult concepts from the mind of prolific creator Jerry Anderson: New Captain Scarlet, Space Precinct, and Terrahawks. The creative teams are Steve Tanner, Pete Woods on New Captain Scarlet, Richmond A. Clements and James Gray on Space Precinct, Dan Whitehead, Sty Pickford on Terrahawks.
Not much about what they're about, but
Nope.
I can tell you it is the first of at least 2 issues. I like the cover. The cover is really fun.
Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider, is back with issue number 2.
And we sold out of number 1, but we
Got restocking.
As I say, we had some restock come in.
And
Still
this
first
is
printings.
Stephanie Hahn's black costume.
That is super fun.
We also have a Pablo Villalobos and Mark Brooks.
Spider-Gwen is my Harley Quinn of the Marvel Universe, just by the way.
Gotcha. Well, she is cute. Amazing Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, this should have been under
How
Blood Hunt. This is in the wrong place.
sweet the sound.
Blood Hunt number 1, the blood-soaked variant, second printing. But we also have a blood-soaked variant of Amazing Spider-Man number 49, second printing. I guess that's why I got in the wrong place. Continuing in the Spider Universe, the Spectacular Spider-Men are on issue number 4. At last, Marvel's Brooklyn superhero sensation explodes on the Manhattan scene. And guess who's caught in the blast? Ethan Young's variant cover. And Francesco Mobili.
But wait, there's more Spider.
There's more Spider because we also have Superior Spider-Man number 8. Mike McCone did the variant cover for that.
But wait, there's more Spider.
It's Symbiote Spider-Man 2099, number 4.
When Spider-Man is your Batman for
And
the Marvel Universe.
Greg and Tim Hildebrandt have done their Marvel Masters too.
I guess you can't blame them for putting out so many Spider books in the same week. But my God, people.
Star Wars, Darth Maul, Black, White, and Red, number 3. Paulo Sigerio and John Romita Jr. Also in the Star Wars universe, Star Wars The High Republic Adventures, The Shadow of the Nameless.
I think everybody
Saber for hire.
fairly universally agrees that the best thing about the second trilogy of movies was Darth Maul. Am I wrong? Am I right?
Okay.
And they killed him off way too soon. I'm surprised they haven't done anything to do a retro story or something to do more Darth Maul on film, either TV or in the theater.
Okay,
I want more Darth Maul in my life.
So this is Superman number 15, House of Brainiac, part 6. But I'm sorry, when did Superman enter the Matrix?
I don't know. I don't know.
We also have Action Comics, which is Long Live the Brainiac Queen. Number 1066 for Action Comics. Jorge Jimenez is...
Which was part of the road to Absolute Power, was it not? Or did you say House of Brainiac? Okay, I'm sorry. It just says House of Brainiac.
This is House of Brainiac.
Sorry.
That's part 5. So you got to read Action before you read Superman, because that's part 6. But there's the punch. And then the Action Comics Pensacola DC Pride. What's her name?
Natasha Irons.
Natasha Irons. That's what it is. Yes. Oh, I'm freezing.
I don't know when
Sweetie Candy Vigilante number 3.
the Superman TV show is still out there on CW. I don't
They
know when
have
they're
one
bringing it
more.
back.
Yeah, they have one more series. Yeah, one more season. they
I
said.
know. I wish they'd hurry up and bring it back.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 14. This is a Saturday morning adventures. Turtle Power. I don't know who the big guy is. He's got an anchor. Hey, look, it's Thanos, the Infinity Watch.
That is annual number 1.
Annual number 1.
Welcome to Infinity Watch. The annual event of 2024 starts here as Thanos, after the events of his series, goes off to find the Infinity Stones. He's in for a shock, though, when he discovers that the Infinity Stones have been incorporated into actual people like Star, Quantum, Overtime, Prince of Power, and Multitude. But wait, there are 6 Infinity Stones, but only 5 people listed? You don't want to miss the Marvel Universe shaking saga. Who has the 6th stone? Dum dum dum. Dum 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 dum.
According to Scotty Young, Thanos.
The storyline will travel throughout the Marvel annuals for this year, as they've done for the past several years, and then lead
the beginning of the summer blockbuster for Marvel.
And then lead into an Infinity Watch series when it's all said and done.
Who's that? That is
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller, yes. Trident of Aurelia, the Storm from Battle Quest Comics.
Number 2.
You and I from AWA. This is number 5 of 6 issues. So there's one more issue for the You and I. I ran to Isabel's arms for protection. I needed her, but did I love her?
This book has had some awesome covers. I'll tell you that much. Have you read it, any?
I have not. I keep meaning to it. I haven't. No, it's special order. Ultimate Black Panther number 5.
It's not. It should be, because I pulled it off the shelf thinking it was.
Clayton Crane. Boss Logic Ultimate Special.
Really, really fun.
We also have Ultimate X-Men number 2, second printing. And
Is that a Momoko?
And an Ultimate X-Men number 3, second printing, both of which are by Peach Momoko.
I like that take on
No, what's her name?
What is her name?
She's from the Runaways. What's her name?
I
don't know. I need
cannot
to
think of her.
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her character though. We have a second printing of the Ultimates number 1 as well.
I don't know what Brian K. Vaughan's doing these days. I mean, Saga has kind of come to a sleep, but even that, he could do other stuff. I guess he's working in Hollywood.
Venom number 33 has its blood-soaked second printing. Louis Prince is having a bad day.
Price.
Void Rivals is on issue 10. Guys, the Energon universe is really super fun. I'm really enjoying it. I have not read the G.I. Joe character individual ones beyond the first G.I. Joe. No, Duke. But I'm really enjoying Transformers and Void Rivals. I'm really thinking this is super fun. This is Lorenzo Di Filippi.
I was very surprised by the first few issues of Void Rivals that I did read, because I was really not expecting anything of it. I really enjoyed it.
So Jason Howard's done a full art connecting Energon universe variant cover. And there's also a black and white. And they connect across all of them, right?
All the different Energon universe titles.
World Tree, issue number 11. And the variant cover is by Jorge Fornes. The Walking Dead Deluxe is on issue number 91. Washed in Blood, issue number 3. I did not get to read number 1 of this, and I really wanted to. William of Newbury, number 2. Did you read William of Newbury, number 1?
I did. I really enjoyed it. It's anthropomorphic But it's a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed it.
I want to read it. I need to.
And that was one of our
Yes.
buy number one, get number two free. So I need to make sure we get everybody number two.
Oh, yes. X-Men 97, number 4. And Storm is the Scotty Young cover for X-Men 97.
Okay, I have a comment.
Mm-hmm.
That does not belong in the Big Marvels series of Scotty Young covers.
Why?
All the other ones have been character only, white background.
She's making a storm.
Regardless, haven't all the other ones been, regardless of what their power set is, they've all been character only, white background. She has set pieces. Doesn't belong. She has special effects and set pieces.
But she makes storm. That's what she is. She makes a storm.
And Venom.
The other ones have their power around them.
No, they really don't.
Black Widow has arrows shooting. I mean, bullet streaks passing by her.
I have to go back and look at them. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am. But anyways, go ahead. I protest.
Miko Swan.
Filing a protest with the commission. I like that cover. That is really, really fun. I wonder if they drew like a bigger image and then just put the X over it, or did they put the X and then draw inside of it? Or
They
what?
had to, because all the faces fit exactly in the X.
True.
Um,
Well, except for Storm, who has a point in her forehead, but I don't think she really does.
here's Storm.
Is that Storm?
Oh. So X-Men 97's been really popular.
Very popular.
Third printing popular, guys. And there's a blank variant cover. I'm gonna turn this sideways so you can see it.
Oh, I'm going back on things. Did you like show the
did.
intense foil on that?
I
That
did.
is awesome. Well, I don't know.
There's also a blank.
See, Thanos. No set pieces, just Thanos.
Well, yeah, he's got his glove. What more
It's
does he
part
need?
of his body. It's part of his
What more does he
costume.
need?
He's Thanos. He could have anything. He could have dead bodies laying around him, for Christ's sake.
I'm freezing. We have to close this off so I can finish. X-Men
Yes.
Heir of Apocalypse number 2.
This is a weekly. I
Dyke
believe.
Ruan. Wolverine Madripoor Knights is on issue 5. And that brings us to our final comic of the week. It's also a new number 1. Zatanna, Bring Down the House.
And this could also,
Is
or
it
instead,
Going to be a 5-issue miniseries.
be our buy number 1, get number 2. I really enjoyed this series.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Please put your hands together for Zatanna Zatara, the greatest entertainer in the crappiest hotel and casino of Las Vegas. Not that the ritzier spots on the strip haven't come calling, of course, but since a devastating instance of magic gone wrong that forever changed the course of her childhood, Zatanna would much rather live out her days as a top hat and fishnets wearing sleight of hand stage act than bother with real magic. These days, she doesn't think much of the past at all. That is, until an interdimensional vortex cracks open during Zatanna's act and a terrifying demon crawls out to kill her. If she hopes to survive the horrors that follow it, she'll need to take herself and her power seriously for the first time in a long time, and fast. Because when it comes to your past, you can run, but you can't hide forever.
So
And
this
this is sexy art germ foil.
somewhat of a retcon for Zatanna. It takes place before she was ever in the Justice League or any of that stuff. It mentions in it that they've come a calling, and she has told them no. She just wants to be. She doesn't want to do magic. She just wants to do tricks. I don't remember how she says it. Illusions. I really enjoyed number 1. So, like I said, this or once Joetta gets a chance to read them, the other book I said, Anansi Boys. One or both of those will be our buy number 1, get number 2 for the week. Keep an eye on the email tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll have that information.
Looney Tunes, Mad Libs.
I love Mad Libs.
Mad Libs are so much fun, you guys.
Especially
How can
when
you go wrong when you can say rabbit, carrot,
Especially when you're 16 and you do them dirty.
Centaurs, number 11. The Dangerous Convenience Store, number 3. Dracula, Unfanged. Very vampire themed this summer. The Descendants Mal's Royal Challenge. The Dragon Knight's Beloved #7. Fists of the North Star #13.
I have a question.
Yes.
Oh, it's okay. Sorry, I thought that was part of the title. I thought the title was the Dragon Knight's Beloved #7. So I thought Beloved #7 was like a theme, and I was curious: is it the seventh beloved, or what that meant? But it's
issue
Dragon,
#7.
the Dragon Knight's Beloved issue #7. So my question doesn't make sense.
Gannibal #1. After the mysterious disappearance of a countryside cop, the role is reassigned to the officer Diego Agua. He finds the remote village quaint, and he looks forward to an easygoing post amongst the warm and welcoming citizenry. Then he gets a call. The body of a local grandmother has been found. The scene immediately sows doubt for the young policeman. A human bite mark has been left on the corpse, and any suspicion that Diego voices is met with a strange, sudden, and intense hostility. Something dark is lurking under the idyllic facade of Kuge Village, but can Officer Agawa spare himself and his family from it? Gannibal.
Alrighty then.
Initial D #2.
Is that the first D? Initial D?
Kiana of the Great Snow Sea, also a new #1. A young man named Kiana ekes out an existence high atop the canopy that spreads from titanic orbital spire trees. He and the handful of aging fellow villagers who remain believe they are the last humans in the world. After all, no one could survive amid the great snow sea that blankets the surface below, but they're about to learn how wrong they are. Here begins the epic tale that could change the fate of a dying world forever. 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 Mermaid Prince. A prince out of water. Mugi is a big city kid struggling to adjust to life in Okinawa, where he moved with his sister and new brother-in-law. But to his only friend Matori, he's a bona fide prince. Feeling out of place at home, Mugi runs away to Matori's house and learns about legendary mermaids who will grant you one wish if you can make it to them alive. A noisy roommate.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
The roof over my head comes with monsters and a hottie. I started reading this book. It's really fun. This is my new manga that I'm reading now. It's fun. It's a superhero. No, it's superhero. It's
I hate to say it,
fantasy.
It's a #1. You're not going to read it?
Oh, I forgot to read. I got excited by reading it and running with it. Okay, anyway. Finally ready to strike out on his own. Osuku is excited to move his brand new apartment, only to get evicted the very same day. Out on the street with nowhere to go, he's in no position to refuse when a real estate agent suddenly appears and makes him an offer for a cheap new place, so long as he's willing to accept a few conditions. Like, say, sharing his new place with a strange but drop-dead gorgeous blonde guy named Nijo, or the fact that the house might actually be haunted, and Usuku is a magnet for all things supernatural. Reincarnated into the game as the hero's friend. Sasuke's story. It's also a #1. Years after the Great Shinobi War, Naruto is struck with a mysterious illness.
Obi-Wan Shinobi?
Desperate for a cure, Sasuke and Sakura embark on a dangerous undercover mission into the distant land of Ridaku. Together, they discover a nefarious plot for life and death proportions and a battle that will test this husband and wife team till death do they part.
Should be Shobi-chan Shinobi?
Spy Family.
You can ignore me, but I won't go away.
I am ignoring you until I am finished because I am freezing. Villain actor #1. Ayumi Mashuro has given up on his dream of being a hero and settled down into the mundane life of a police officer. Until one day he transforms into the legendary villain known as Zero. Now a mysterious voice is guiding him as he's thrown into the battle between good and evil.
Wait a minute. He just randomly transformed into
Yep.
an existing bad guy?
Uh-huh.
That is weird.
Wild Beast
Wild beast.
Forest House. New number 1. The Wild Beast Forest House is the only place where wild animals can all rest peacefully, no matter the species. Yule, a domestic cat, flees to seek shelter there one day, but he's denied a room due to his status as a domestic animal. When he pleads his case to the house's owner, a wolf named Ragnar, he's granted a chance to stay as an employee. Ragnar can tell that Yule is running from something, and he foresees the boy bringing trouble. But maybe something else, too?
I like the little chibi on the back.
Yeah, he's cute.
So those things that look very much like people are wolves?
Yeah. It's a wolf, that's a cat. See, he's chained up. He's just domestic.
Why don't
It has
they?
spot foil. Oh, look, the chain is spot foil, guys. You can't tell.
Oh, it's on the back too. It is. You're right.
You can't tell. You gotta come and see it. Gotta come in person. Zelda! Twilight Princess. And last, but definitely not least, is be pure, be vigilant, behave. It is the definitive edition of Nemesis the Warlock.
Oh.
It's gold foil.
A classic series from Rebellion 20,000 AD back in the 80s.
Definitive edition comes included with sketches. Ooh. Wait, I saw a color page. Where'd it go? All right, look, I saw it. I get the covers. Okay, yeah. So it's black and white, but the covers are included
The original color covers.
on foil on the back too. That's it. We're done.
That's it. We're done.
That's what I said. That's the last one.
All right.
You didn't catch up on that.
I did not. I didn't put any ketchup on it. You're right. We put ketchup on books now? I didn't think we should.
No, you shouldn't eat and read at the same time.
Okay, so come in tomorrow. Lots of stuff this week. Lots of stuff. A bunch of books that should have
Apparently, I have some books to read tonight, so I can tell you whether or not they're going to be buy one get two free.
Yep. A bunch of stuff that should have come out last week was delayed accidentally, so they came out this week. So that's why there's so many. So come in tomorrow. See Mike. See Joetta. See.
That's it.
See Dick. See Jane.
Run.
Yeah. Dick is chasing Jane. No, Jane is chasing Dick. Anyway, what? I didn't mean it at all like that. You have a dirty mind. I'm hitting end now. She's filthy. She is so disgusting.